Ayo, lovelies, it is I, myself, Kid V, with the heart of thunder, with the main shooter, Monty Ariez. You know who it is, it's the guys you love, it is the neighborhood. Alright, here we go!
Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, lunch stays in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood. Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, lunch stays in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood.
Ayo, lovelies, it is I, myself, Kid V, and of course, beside me is my co-host, my tag team partner, my brother, Monty Ariez.
Yes, sir. What it do? Sorry about the mic setup. Sorry about the whole setup. But we here right now in the neighborhood pod. Let me make sure I got this on. Hold on.
You good?
I think so now.
There we go.
I think so now. I'll make it work. But we have a special neighborhood pod, video pod today. It's our 2-year anniversary, brother.
Celebrating 2 years of podding, which
Holy crap,
right,
dude.
let's go ahead and just admit that in itself is pretty crazy. I never thought I'd be podcasting, period, the end.
I messed it up. Hold on. There we go. We live, man.
Right.
What happened?
No, I was saying I never thought that I'd actually end up being on a podcast, period, the end. So to go ahead and say that we've been doing this now for 2 years.
I know, 2 years. I think we've only probably missed maybe 2 weeks out of those 2 years, 2 or 3 weeks out of those 2 years, but all separately.
Right, but I would even counter argument you there. We used to drop twice a week.
Yeah.
So I think, and like, I don't even know what our episode list is up to at this point. We're up there.
No, 100%. I think we're at like 83 episodes published now.
Right, and that's just the published ones.
Yeah, no, we still have a bunch of episodes that we removed, but that's a story for another time. But we are not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 special guests to join us here on our 2-year anniversary neighborhood pod. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our lovely neighbors, Jason Vaughn, Big Moves Bill, and GK Durant.
Hey, welcome in, guys.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, so like Kid messed up, right? I told him to grab all the mics. He just kept the 3 mics that we had. So they're kind of all sharing one mic over there, and we have our own separate mics. So best thing I would just say, like, try to talk as much as you guys can, like closer to the lean in a little bit. Other than that, if you guys want, you could also grab the mic too.
They all just leaned in real conspicuously, and I don't love this.
How do we sound?
Go ahead, smooch each other.
Mwah. Mwah.
I'm expecting like a weird like barbershop triplet right here going on.
Nah, yeah. So first of all, thank you guys for coming on, man. For real. So like my idea here with having the 3 of you guys on here, first of all, we haven't had Big Moves Bill back on the pod for like a while now.
Long time.
So wanted to bring you back on, have a good conversation with you. But then also, Jason Vaughn is a regular here. He's like on half of our episodes.
Probably.
And then GK played a huge part in our early beginnings of the pod with the tournaments, the brackets we did. So I just thought y'all 3 would be like the best mix, right? Because we get to talk about these 2 years, we get to talk about everything that's been going on, and then like GK is kind of like the unk here, right?
Yeah.
He's seen us all from the beginning, you know. So I just want this episode to be more of a, you know, let's remember good old memories or whatever and whatnot. So this is why I brought you guys on here. And again, thank you so much for coming on here, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's hit a little bit of nostalgia, right?
Yeah, dude. Nostalgia, man. But there's been so much things happening, man. We're just coming off of NCW, right? And we're gonna touch base a little bit on that with you guys and how you guys have been feeling on that. And then also, I haven't been able to update our lovely neighbors, but I ended up getting extra work for TNA and Bound for Glory.
Yes.
Here we go.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
I got y'all. Y'all can't hear it, but I can hear it. But yeah, so we'll get into all of that good jazz and whatnot. So without further ado, I think it's long overdue. Let's get into today's episode.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
I like how when you asked them a question, they all nodded.
I know,
Like,
and it's
like-
like there is a mic right in front of
We
you.
are ready. There's a camera too, though. Don't act like there isn't a camera.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
how
so
was
you're
supposed
gonna
to-
make me do more work and having to put the cuts in.
Then why have
Yeah, I
two
got you.
cameras?
I got you.
Jesus.
Can we also just like real quick just mention these like weird blasts that are going out?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like bombs going off in the background, dude. I don't know.
It
Listen,
legitimately sounds like a camp.
it does. I've been playing a little too much Battlefield though. That's why. But yeah, don't mind all the extra jazz in the background. I highly doubt the listeners would hear it anyway.
Right, but that's what happens when you do it live.
Yeah, 100%, man. So let's get into it, man. First question I want to ask is for Jason Vaunt.
Hey, what's up?
How do you like Battlefield, brother?
Battlefield is the shit this year.
Get a little closer. Yeah, grab the mic, man.
Yeah.
F it. Who cares?
I'm gonna do my thing.
Hey.
It's Karen.
Battlefield is the shit. It is back. 2042 was not the best, but that's fine. They turned it around. I have probably close to 50, almost 60 hours.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
For real?
This game just dropped recently.
Yeah, just past week.
October 10th.
Yeah, like 2 weeks
So
ago.
in
It's
10 calendar days.
Oh, yeah, 10 calendar days, and he's already put in over a day.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm at like maybe like 14, 15 hours myself right now.
It sneaks up.
Dude, but in fairness though, like the matches are pretty long, dude. Like
That's what they get you.
You have the fair opportunities. Like when I have nobody to play with, I'll go play like TDM or King of the Hill, and those are like roughly around 7 to 10 minutes. But when I got my peoples on,
Yeah.
you know, we out here playing 20, 40-minute games, man. And it's so crazy how long one game can be.
Now, of course, I don't play Battlefield at all, but when you did end up getting it, you were telling me a little bit about it, that it was like, you say that it has a more tactical feel, a more realistic feel. What's like, give me a little bit about this gameplay.
First of all, if you're tired of the unrealisticness of Call of Duty,
Yeah, as you say COD.
which I became tired of, right? Because Warzone was redonkulous, bro. I'm so over it, right? Mind you, Battlefield 6 about to drop a new freaking their own battle royale.
Yeah.
But it was just something about that game, man, that it was just like it was too fast in my opinion. And like it's a lot of bull crap. Their anti-cheat system doesn't work as much as you would expect it to work.
Terrible anti-cheat.
And it's just like I don't have fun playing that game. I don't because I get frustrated. I want to play the game to have fun, and then I get frustrated and I want to kill somebody.
I feel like that's kind of the underlying,
In-game.
definition of game.
Nah, 100%. But yeah, the game is very like on point, realistic with like everything, with bullet shots, with how the guns shoot, even to the sense of like taking damage. And then like in this game, you could revive somebody, and while you're reviving them, you could move them to cover.
Yep.
And that thing is so dope. Like the scenes that I get, like I'm like, all right, I'm down. I need a medic. And then I'm looking at my guy, and my guy's coming over to get me, and then he dies, and I'm like, oh my God. And then boom, 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 boom. I'm like, holy crap, bro.
You're there.
You really what is it? You get immersed into it 100%.
Big immersion. And the biggest thing, like between, let's say, most FPSs and like Battlefield, you're rewarded for playing as a team.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
always been Battlefield's thing, is it's bigger lobbies, bigger maps, and roles mean something. If you're a medic,
100%.
you get rewarded for being a medic. If you're the dude that's supposed to destroy all the vehicles, that's your bit. Do it.
Destroy the vehicle.
Whereas Call of Duty is just do what you want.
Hold on, I'm about to cut this right quick. Live mic check.
Oh, yeah?
Can you talk?
Check. 1, 2.
All right. Maybe I'm just hearing things. Maybe it's just messing me up, but
Yeah.
whatever. Nah, yeah, but like to backtrack on what Tyler was saying, 100%. Like it's just you have to work as a team in order to be able to kind of win the match.
That's legit. That's awesome. That reminds me a lot of League of Legends, where it's like you have your roles. Now, mind you, I know not a lot of people actually love League of Legends, but it's that thing where you have your roles and you get rewarded for being able to do that, though. You know, like I appreciate that.
No, 100%. Billy, did you ever? I'm pretty sure I've asked you this, but like, you don't really game too much yourself, huh?
I would say that I do game a good amount. Oh, yeah, I should pick up the microphone.
Here we go.
Go ahead. Man.
I mean, Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was probably one of the most played games of my childhood for sure. I ran around with RPGs and just blew people up. Loved that.
Yeah.
Noob tubing.
I'm not a shooter, though. I'm not a first-person shooter person. I would much rather a game like League of Legends. Rocket League is my game. I have about 1,600 hours in Rocket League. A ridiculous amount of hours. I've been playing it since it literally came out. Right now, my current fixation is Stardew Valley.
Hell yeah.
Yep,
Hell yeah.
love
You know what?
Stardew
I'm there with you on that one.
Yep.
That's such a nice, relaxing game.
It is.
I accidentally when I bought Battlefield 6, I accidentally bought this other game because it was still in my cart and I didn't realize it. So like Battlefield 6 is like $70. And when I looked and I went to the checkout, it was like $85. And I was like, that's a crazy tax. And then I realized that I also bought Medieval Dynasty. And Medieval Dynasty is like it's very similar to like what Stardew Valley is, where it comes to like it's a survival aspect. You're building your own little spot or whatever. But in like Medieval Dynasty, you're able to like craft and build your own town and town manage on top of having your own like life. So I can respect the Stardew Valley. You know what I'm saying? I can respect those little cozy like chill games. But you definitely look like the type to play those games.
I'm just saying there's a Pokemon version of Animal Crossing that's going to be coming out in like the next 2026.
I saw that, dude. Oh my
I'm
god,
so excited
What's
for
going
that.
on?
bro. There's a Pokemon Animal Crossing game happening and coming out on the Switch, bro. I want that.
Wait, didn't like a recent Pokemon game come out that like people are pretty?
Yeah, ZA. I think it
ZA.
was. Yeah.
Hopefully, this other one is a little bit cooler.
Nah, this one definitely looks promising for sure.
It's not about like the actual battling. It's kind of like the same thing. Town builder.
Yeah.
You build an area so Pokemon are attracted to it. So you like manage the relationships and keep the Pokemon happy. And you are literally a Ditto that takes human form. So it's a little creepy, but
Okay, that has some implications to it.
there is
moral-wise,
certainly a
but
lot of
okay.
implication about it.
Nah, yeah, I'm excited for. Do you know when that game's dropping?
It said 2026, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, all these 2026 games.
Speaking of
man.
2026, just because it's all top of my head, we're talking about games coming out.
GTA 6.
Insomniac finally released the trailer for Wolverine.
I knew you were gonna say Wolverine.
I'm going to beat that game every month for the first year it's out. Mike, I'm talking to you. Every month for the first year it's out. All right, I got that out of my chest. I'm so pumped for that game.
Can we talk about GTA 6 though?
No. That game's going to suck.
Wow,
That game's going to suck.
dude.
Whoa.
They're floating
gonna
for it to
suck.
be $100. I don't know if I'm down for $100.
Listen, I'm not down for $100, but I trust Rockstar enough that like it's gonna be worth the $100.
I trusted Rockstar before the year 1.5 of Red Dead 2. I was still vibing with Rockstar really hard. They've done nothing for that game.
Nah,
so this is what's going to happen. They're going to put the game out.
nah.
They're going to get shit tons of money off of it, and then it's going to fall into the ether the same as Red Dead did.
Fight.
Nah.
Do I want it to be good?
It's not gonna-
Absolutely.
You know
Is it going
why?
to look good?
Do you
Yeah.
know-
Is it going to run good?
No,
Yeah.
but
Is it going to
listen, bro.
die
Listen,
3 months
bro.
after it's out?
Listen, bro.
Probably.
I'm gonna just mute his mic. Okay.
There, Mike. It's all three of them.
So realistically, the only reason why Red Dead died, right, was because GTA 5 was making so much money. So why were they going to invest all that time in a whole nother IP? Even though they did mess up, I agree, they did mess up. They did mess up, but GTA is their what's the saying?
It's their franchise.
It's
property.
It's their cash cow.
Yeah.
So I think GTA 6 is going to take off because they're going to stop supporting GTA 5 as soon as GTA 6 drops. 100%. So then they're going to need more, they're not going to be continuing to support GTA 5 when everybody's going to jump to 6, and knowing that 5 made so much money online, mind you, GTA Rockstar bought that company that did 5M, those role playing servers, and they're gonna have their own role playing server in the game. I swear to God, I know they are, and that's what's gonna take off. So you can say what you want about like
Listen,
that
do
game's
I
not gonna
want
die
it to do
off,
well?
fam.
Absolutely, I really do. But do I
my
think
You got to have a
it's gonna
more
fall in-
optimistic life view.
Right,
Give me-
like all
listen,
negative and shit.
all year, the only good games that have come out all year: Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Battlefield. Everything else has been hot shit.
You play those games a lot too.
You're welcome, by the way.
Ever since Battlefield 6 dropped, though, I ain't been touching Kingdom Come Deliverance. I ain't
Yeah, well, it's the new hot thing.
nah, yeah,
You know.
Well, Kingdom Comes, it's a lot to like.
it is.
You
have to
gotta
make sure
you gotta
have
get
time.
ready prime for it. Like I beat Borderlands 4. It was fun, but like, was it as good as 2? No. Is it better than 3? Yeah, arguable. But Kingdom Come, that's probably gonna be game of the year. If it's not, I'm gonna lose my absolute brains.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Kingdom Come and Battlefield, out of 150 AAA titles that were released this year alone. Like Vampire the Masquerade 2 dropped today. I'm gonna go home and play that. Is it gonna be bad? Probably. Am I still gonna play it to death? Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. GK, you haven't spoken much in these last 10 minutes.
I really don't have much to contribute to the video game talk.
He's like, I had a Nintendo once.
Did you ever play video games, GK?
What do you got? What are you playing with?
What's your fondest gaming memory if you have one?
Oh, No Mercy for the N64.
Okay.
What a
you know,
fucking mark.
I was about to say, this seems like real in line with GK. You
Hey,
look
fix
like
my
the
mic.
type.
Yeah. I haven't
going right back.
I haven't owned a system since the GameCube.
Oh my God. What games did you play on the GameCube?
Day of Reckoning 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a wrestling
Chat.
No, it's not a wrestling podcast.
Whoa, it's not a wrestling
Yeah,
podcast.
back up.
We're wrestlers that do a podcast.
Exactly.
It's mostly about wrestling.
Go.
Yeah.
Go check the fucking archives, man.
83 episodes out there.
Maybe
Mostly about
80% of them are wrestling.
I would say that.
So
That's
mostly.
Someone's got to do it.
All right. Well, like,
I mean, to be fair, I feel like the split for even the ones I've been on is like 10% wrestling.
Yeah, you see 10% wrestling. There you go, GK. Stop hogging up the
We
fucking
do a
mic, dude.
lot, and I say we because I'm on half your stuff anyway.
Right.
Do a lot of not wrestling stuff. It was very wrestling heavy in the beginning, and then it got real weird, and then real fun, and then real weird again, and then wrestling pops up.
In fairness, dude, I think that's probably why we ended up falling off the way that we did, though, because like what do we got to do for all y'all? Like just tap in,
Right.
tune in. Do you want more of these? Do you want more of these videos? You know what I'm saying? Pull up in the PayPal and pay me.
right? 2 years we've been doing this.
2 years, almost 100 episodes, baby. 100 episodes. Actually, we're gonna do a reaction video pod, and we're gonna react to our rookie matches, like early years.
Yeah.
and just
So-
kind of see how trash we were.
And then GK can go ahead and be like, oh, it's a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, maybe we'll invite you for that.
Maybe.
Why'd you call it a wrestling?
only if he happens to be reffing the match.
Yeah, which is probably a majority.
Let's
of
say,
them.
you know what? In our rookie
in the,
years,
in the
yeah,
early
probably.
year, it was majority. GK was our ref.
That is valid, yeah.
That'd be fun though.
It sounded like you were gonna follow up with that.
No, not at all.
This guy. All right. So let's segue a little bit. Let's talk about the 2 years, man. Let's talk about these 2 years. Let's see how much of a fans these guys really are, how much they really follow us. What is your fondest podcast memory of being on here?
Ooh, I have a lot. That's not fair. You guys go first. Yours are more limited.
There we go. Let's start with Bill.
I thought he was asking us. I was like, motherfucker, I asked you the question.
No, he was talking about the other two that are over there.
I definitely appreciated the very early stuff too. Like with the time discussion is a classic. Like that's all time classic.
They just want to see us fight.
Yeah.
They just want to see us fight
Well,
more.
I mean, like you can't talk about the 2 years of your pod without it, because it's also
But
like an inside joke at next year.
No, but it's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Honestly, that now that you're bringing this up,
sorry,
because this was on my mind, actually.
Go ahead. Roll it.
So
roll
listen,
it.
listen. The same way that time is made up, I feel like the weather, like seasons are made up, right? Now, seasons aren't made up in the sense of like winter and spring and so like those are the seasons, right? I think the
Keep going. Keep rolling.
Keep going. It's all good.
it's hard when I'm hearing all the giggles in my fucking ear, dude.
They're just preparing for another
Whatever,
debate
dude.
between us.
Anyways,
That's all. Don't worry about it.
Listen, think about it, chat.
Think.
If right now we're in October, right, and it's technically fall, why are we still getting warm days? Are we calling fall too early? Maybe, just maybe, the end of October should be the start of fall.
Where the sun is compared to where the
But again, who made that up? Who made it? That was man. That was man.
Romans.
That was man. That was man. So it was made up,
Observational.
right?
Science.
So who the hell is telling me that fall starts in September?
No one actually.
When does fall start?
I believe the official date is sometime in October.
September 21st.
September
Dumbass.
21st. Look. Okay, so I'm supposed to
He was
memorize.
trying to be smart. He was trying to check me.
Yeah, I was saying I think.
So you
Did I
said
say
so you said September,
empirically?
right? Right. So then why the fuck on the day of this recording, when I'm walking outside on my way to training, it's fucking 55, 60 degrees?
That's crazy.
Is that fall? That's not fall, bro. We're in New England. That's not fall.
Also because where we are, because if you go to
don't start on the location and the
if you
geographics
go
of it.
south of the equator, it's now getting warmer down there as it gets
It's
colder
their
up
spring,
here.
technically.
So explain to me who came up with that method then.
Well, they figured out the position of the Earth in its elliptical orbit around the sun, and we are moving away from the sun right now.
All I'm saying is cavemen didn't say
No.
that November and September was fall. Okay?
You're right.
Okay, so they just felt it out.
No, they
All right,
went,
that's all
"Damn,
I'm saying, bro.
cold outside."
That's all I'm saying. Think
That's
about
right.
when
Need
the weather
weather.
happens.
Absolutely, because when they checked their Gregorian calendar, when they checked their Gregorian calendar, they were just like,
What
I'm not-
calendar?
That's the point.
There's no calendar, bro. There's no years. There's no time. There's no days. Everything is man fucking made,
They're
man.
labels. It's labels. All right.
So then how is that truth? How is that truth?
Because it's
how
label-
do we all just agree with that?
hold on.
How did we
Hold
all
on.
come with this consensus
No.
that this is what we're going
Do
to
you
do?
think that we send out a vote every year to be like, hey, we're going to just double
but then
check
if they came
what
up
day
with
it is?
If they came up with it 1,000 years ago, why the hell are we still doing this?
Because it's the easiest. It's not.
But it
not
doesn't
only,
make sense. That's what I'm saying. Why the hell is it 60 degrees in October in New England?
That's crazy. So I just want to come at you with the same logic. All right, real quick. So seasons are made up. Things are happening too soon, right? It's too cold or too hot. It's just not lining up. When you're on the highway, are deer only allowed to cross at the deer crossing sign? Or can deer happen before or after that, and it's still an area where deer may show up?
Let's be fair. If I ain't never seen a deer crossing sign, I ain't never seen a deer. So maybe they only pop up where the deer crossing signs are.
We literally almost ran into one like last year. No sign.
And I'm supposed to remember that?
Yeah, you dodged it. It was actually really well done. I complimented you.
Was it a deer?
It was.
Are you sure? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure it was like
No, that was that was the one on the highway. Look.
He like looked dead in my soul. Yeah, okay, I remember.
He was getting ready to drop kick the windshield,
I said, skirt.
right? No, and in
But I'm pretty sure there was a deer sign up there, bro. It's fucking Maine, bro. It's Maine. Deer are everywhere, bro.
I think they got moose signs up there.
they do have moose signs as well and falling rock signs.
You know what, Billy? You know. Last time I recalled of a moose, you were called Big Moose Bill, weren't
Big
you?
Moose Bill.
Never big moose.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Speaking of which, you became Big Moose Bill as soon as you debuted for NCW. Am I right?
Never. Never been big moose Bill.
Can we pull it up?
Where's my phone?
Where did you put
May
it?
have been called that by an AI voice.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not no AI voice. That's my dog, bro. I know him.
That's Rev. That's Rev.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know what he's
I
Right?
know what you're talking about.
Y'all, don't worry. Monty's got all the receipts. Always has the receipts. Every time.
I'm not playing with you. It's just not my name.
Yeah. I got you.
Why are you opening that up? What is in that?
Oh my God, he's got. Oh, never mind.
He's got the ox cord.
There it is, the living proof. All right.
But the dog continue talking.
Yep.
What do you want me to say? It's not my name. Okay, it's not my fault that when I say my shit and gimmick, I'm big moves. Should I go vuzz? Bill.
Humongous maneuvers, William. No one would ever get that one wrong, would they?
No, they wouldn't, because it's not my name.
You sure?
It's not.
That's not my name.
Names aren't real. They're man-made.
Oh, stop.
Made up.
Labels! Labels are a thing.
Yeah, that doesn't make it real.
Let's see. Is it this one?
Is it this one?
Wrestling never has.
I can't.
On
None of
Friday,
us can hear it.
October 19th,
I think it was the first
NCW
video
is
that guy
live
did.
Shut the fuck up.
Just inside the Dr. Norman W.
Shut up.
Crisp Elementary School. And oh boy, what a follow-up show did they put on for all those in attendance.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
First NCW show.
Homie got so many things, bro. I can't even.
Was it the APW one?
Nah, I think it was NCW.
It's their NCW show.
I'm like 90% sure it's NCW.
When
Yeah.
it's the video, he recapped cutting.
Let's see. No sound for this video. All right, you lucky, bro. You dead ass lucky, bro.
Just got
Hold-
back from
hold
an
on,
incredible
hold on.
night at Next Gen Championship Wrestling, NCW in Manchester, New Hampshire, and wow, what a debut show. From start to finish, it was non-stop action with some of the best up-and-coming wrestling stars in New England. For their very first event, NCW promised history, and they absolutely delivered. The night kicked off with a huge announcement. NCW would crown its first ever champion in a Royal Rumble-style main event later that evening. But before the fans could even celebrate, chaos struck. The sinister duo known as the Church of Filth, Malos Morgan and Reverend Nobody, stormed the ring and snatched the championship belt, declaring no one else would get the chance to win it. This brought out Kid V, who demanded they return the title. Instead, it set up the night's
I don't know how
opening
long
match,
this video
Kid
is.
V
It's
versus
a decent.
Malos Morgan.
It's a long
The
video.
bout ended in a disqualification after Malos snapped, attacking security guards before walking out the back
I'm
door,
gonna mute
still
their mic,
carrying the
chat.
stolen championship. Next up was a clash of personalities as Brutal Bob Evans battled injury and was carried to the
Here we go.
opening match. Kid V versus clash of personalities as Brutal. The Bleeding Edge, Jason Vaughn, accompanied by his manager Big Moose Bill.
There it is.
Moose,
on the
Big
crowd
Moose,
favorite
there it
wrestler
is.
Maury,
There
his
it
chance
is.
of
Big Moose Bill.
Hold on. Can you really quickly just give our guy the quick shout out?
Oh yeah. Shout out to our dude, the Rev Dude 99,
That's Chris,
bro.
by the way. Chris is the boy. He
Yeah.
knows that I am big moves, Bill. Thank you very much.
Everyone.
Either way, check out his videos. He does a great job on all the companies that he covers. It's fantastic. What a great dude.
Shout out, Chris.
Yeah,
man.
he does make killer
He
videos.
does. And
So-
he knows my name is Big Moves Bill.
The caption said Moose. All right.
You know what? It did.
I'm gonna see it to believe it type of guy, and if I'm seeing that it's Moose, it's Moose. Anyways, let's talk about that though. Like, how do you guys feel on that now? Because like, I feel like no bull for like Billy. You know, you've been kind of stuck in kind of like, you know, on the shittier end of the stick sometimes, where we're trying to get you going, and then you kind of you've been ready to go. We haven't had anybody for you. You know what I'm saying? And now that you and Vaughn are together doing this thing, and we're putting you guys out there in front of a live audience, we're putting you in front of NCW, and you guys are starting to get more of those reps. And like, talk to us about that whole process and that journey, and like what you guys probably try to do when it comes to like game planning for NCW, or just game planning for whenever there's an opportunity for you two to work together. Because I know you guys recently also had the opportunity to showcase yourselves over in APW as well.
Yeah, I'd say we're well established in both right now. But in terms of NCW itself, that's, I think, the beauty of Next Gen Championship Wrestling in general, is that a lot of our guys have been in a close to ready or ready state, and they just didn't have the chance to have an opportunity. So for me, it means like the world, right? You've said it to me. We've talked about it. We've trained with everybody. You know, we've tried to see who works with what, or somebody comes in, oh, maybe that's a good fit, then they don't come back, or they were only here for a couple months and then left and stopped doing whatever. So for me to have the opportunity to be on NCW with this beautiful man right here.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You got a ladybug?
That's not a ladybug.
No.
These dudes.
No, but it means the world. It really does. And to go out there with him, it's fun, right? Like you guys are a tag team, so I'm sure you definitely can attest to having chemistry with somebody. It just makes it fun. It makes it an easy night. You know, when we have ideas, it's easy to bounce off each other. You know, if I see some stupid video on Instagram where I'm like, what if we did this? And Vaughn's just like, yeah, or we do it like this. And it's just like, it's fun to have somebody bounce ideas off that, because I haven't had my partner, if you will. Obviously, I'm not the one in the ring. He is. So I tell him every day that there's no me without him. So
100%. And I mean, I've been telling Billy, like, his ass needs to get in the ring one way or another. I mean, look at the guy, right? Like, you should see him move in the ring, man. It's kind of crazy.
Smooth.
my neck doesn't agree with that. But.
Yeah. But yeah, that's awesome, man. And I've seen it in you, especially like, and I've seen that process of, you know, guys coming in, possibly setting it up, them having to go away for whatever reasons, which kind of leaves you in limbo. And you've always kept a straight attitude, you know, like you've never been like pity party. You never been like, what the fuck? It's just been like, all right, is what it is. Move on to the next one. And like, I think because of that attitude, that's why like, as soon as you guys start taking off, you guys will take off, because like a lot of people wouldn't think that way. They'd be like, what the man? Oh man, every time I try to do something,
Stuck in the cycle.
Oh man, what the hell? So it's just like, it's very amazing that you still keep that attitude, because no bullshit, like if I feel like if I was in your shoes, I would be frustrated at this point, or like before NCW started going, I would have been frustrated, being like, what the hell? What am I gonna have to do? Where am I gonna have to go? Like, how's this gonna get done? So like, you've been freaking amazing. I'm glad that now like you're able to seize these opportunities and you're learning from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear as day. So like, first of all, proud of you. Good shit, man. And what about for you, Vaughn? Like, how's been this whole NCW experience for yourself?
Sorry, I'm my throat. I mean, it's been super fun. I like, all in all, from the way we structure everything to fan interactions to match building. I mean, you guys know way back when I first started, I was very much lone wolf solo act, did not want a tag partner, did not want a manager, absolutely not. But I feel like there's also sort of like a parallel between Billy's getting stuck in the same sort of loop and cycle of being like, I'm ready to go. Oh, okay, I don't have someone to go with. And you know, I've been injured, 4 times at this point. So I get to a certain point where I think I'm about to take off and I get chain yanked back. Yeah. So now with, I'm having fun with Bill. It was probably a practice match or something where you just needed someone to manage, and it's fun. It's just fun all the time. I mean, yeah, there's still like a lot of work that goes into like coming up with matches and spots, but it doesn't feel like work trying to come up with dumb, stupid, like things to get people to hate us. And boy, do people hate us.
That's awesome, though. That's the chemistry, and a lot of times it can be very natural when you first start off. I remember just the way you two would bicker between each other to go ahead and be like, well, this is how we're going to defeat this opponent. And you guys just always had some great candor back and forth. And I really enjoyed that. And from there, you guys just picked it up and said, hey, all right, let's do another, let's try it out. And I love that approach.
No, 100%, man. And I'm glad that you guys are able to do it and continue to do it. And the goal is to hopefully get you guys elsewhere and outside to continue doing it on grander scales. 100%. And what about you, GK? Because you're in the mix of it with us too. You're ring announcing for us, but like, I feel like for you specifically, I feel like you've gone through in your wrestling journey through a few maybe a few moments like similar to this, where it's like we're starting something new, you know, or you're coming in and now whatever you're associated with is running a promotion, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know Steve Bradley back in the day was running WFA,
Yep.
and you were one of his guys too. So it was just like, how does this process of NCW and how we've gone about it? Is there any things that kind of remind you of the like the days back, you know, like with Steve Bradley and WFA and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, running an elite ring crew, the setup, just making sure everything goes smooth. Structure, you know, there's a structure to the shows all the time. We have pre-show meeting. We always, it's awesome. Like I've been having some flashbacks recently with these NCW shows, and it's all very positive. It's great.
Hell yeah! So like, is there anything that like from back in the days when you were running it, like when you were running WFA with Steve Bradley and all of them, like, what is there anything that kind of like when we do anything here in NCW that kind of makes you be like, oh man, I remember we used to do the same exact thing, man. Like, has there been a moment during this NCW thing that kind of like made you kind of reminisce a little bit?
Usually Chris barking to people on the ring crew. That's we always had those back in the
usually
day.
is.
Nah, yeah, man.
That's always fun. It's fun to watch.
No, straight up, man. That's so dope, man. And I think eventually we're gonna get Bud on here, and we're gonna do a deep dive
Absolutely.
on the NCW bits and stuff and whatnot. But you answered the question of, you know, what was your favorite neighborhood podcast episode. So now that GK has the microphone.
Ooh. Yeah, it's been a little like, how did we get to that off topic?
Well, unfortunately, he had to pull it, but the OG
he started talking
music.
about time. He was talking about time.
Oh yeah. Great job.
The OG music bracket
God, yeah.
podcast. I know you had to pull it because of the copyright thing, but that was by far one of the funnest things I've been a part of.
I think we got to do another bracket, man.
Right?
But like, I think we could get away with not making it theme songs per se, but like, I think we could do like, you know, wrestlers versus wrestlers, and then do debates and stuff like that. You know, this person in their prime compared to this person then, and whatnot, and see what who like makes it through and
Absolutely.
of all time in our opinion.
We could also run like just little fun stuff, maybe an NCW bracket. You know, just go ahead and make a tournament and see who wins.
Yeah, you know, that type of deal.
Kind of
we
like that
could have
Hunger
fun with
Games
that.
one we did.
We could have fun with that.
Oh hell yeah, man! So the brackets were definitely like one of the funnest things to do, especially like when like it's everybody knows, man. If you're an OG listener, everybody knows. It's just me, Oos.
I was wondering who was going to bring that
Yeet,
up first.
you know what I'm saying? Yeet type shit. You feel me? But yeah, that was definitely. I've always had a great time, and you put in like crazy work on creating those brackets.
Yeah, a lot of paper. Yeah.
Yeah, a
Just
lot
like
of
4
paper.
papers stapled together.
Yep.
Dude. insane.
Because I don't have a printer.
That's funny. That's funny. man.
Handwritten, the whole thing.
Right. Okay, so GK's favorite was the brackets. Vaughn, did you answer the question?
He did not. He wanted to be last because he was on so many of them.
Well, yeah, I had a lot to flip through. I mean, the brackets were always a good time. The Halloween podcast we did,
Oh,
Yeah.
that was super fun.
yo, that's still up on YouTube actually. So go ahead and check it out, man.
Yeah, that
I
was-
think that would be fun to do again, man. Last time we didn't have
This is the
kids,
season.
though, but like,
Yeah, we didn't have kid, and one of us was sick. I think I was getting over being sick.
Nah, and then I think the reason why we really didn't get no activity was because of his dad.
My dad was there.
Yeah. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, they said that like
Things
activity
kinda
would
calm
always
down.
pick up when he's not around. But I think another ghost pod like would be fire. Ghost hunting video would be fire. Hell yeah, yeah. I like
I mean, those are up there. The D&D pods, those are fun.
that. Yeah, which we've never done again.
Yeah. Well,
But we might be bringing back.
yeah. Let's please bring it back. I want to do more. Do it for me. I'm selfish.
Brother's always working though.
Let's go.
Right?
This is true. Hey, man, I'm free all Saturday mornings.
Excuse me?
I am way too busy watching cartoons at that hour.
Well, you know, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, last Saturday.
Last Saturday, I had to work.
We was trying to play flag football.
Last Saturday, I
And
had
then
to
bro
work
was like, I'm
because
working.
last Friday we had an NCW show and I had to swap my shifts.
Oh.
I keep my Saturdays open.
Whatever.
But I think the first men's mental health one we did, that was, I mean, I shouldn't say fun, but that was like, I mean, that was Billy's first time on too. That was a deep pod, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
That one's pretty high up there for me too.
Nah, 100%. Hell yeah, dude. And what about you, kid? Is there any favorite episodes from what we've shot?
Honestly, my favorite one was when we were in Pennsylvania and just recording in that hollow.
But they're never
Hotel.
gonna see it.
I know they ain't gonna see it, but that
They're
was
never gonna listen to it. So what's one that's out right now
right.
that they can go listen
Look,
to?
you asked me which one, and can I at least give you the answer to why?
Sure.
Because that one was the one where I went, all right, you know what? This might have some legs. That's why I really liked that. That's when I decided, hey, you know what? This has some legs. We're having fun with it. Let's just keep going. And we've done that. Now, as far as ones that have dropped, I would say one of the ones that I do enjoy is actually the one we did with Bud.
Yeah.
Because talking with Bud is always I just love conversation with that man. And you have
very wise.
very wise, and you have such a curiosity where if you two get talking, I could just sit back and just be like, oh, and I'm just observing and learning, and that is kind of the heart of what we try to make this podcast be about. Not a wrestling podcast, but a conversational podcast.
Yeah. Conversational, right? GK, not a wrestling podcast.
Unless it's a debate about
Whatever you want.
Thank you.
But yeah, I would say originally our first one with Bud, because I really think that set the tone of what we wanted to do with what we are doing now. Now, we got everyone else. How about yourself, sir?
Oh, that's easy, man. For me, honestly, was definitely our interview with Cornell.
Yeah.
Getting the opportunity to even have a 2K developer on our podcast and chopping it up with him, and then just the conversation we had. You could definitely check that out. That's a video pod that is out on Spotify. I'm not sure if I put it on YouTube, but it's definitely on Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. But that was such a nice and real conversation.
Very real.
And I'll never forget it. And I'll always shout out Cornell, man. He was one of the realest dudes I've ever sat down to have a conversation with. And again, it was big for me because I've always wanted the goal with this podcast was to eventually, level up to the point where we can have, higher, not that anybody's not important, but like the bigger names, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to do CVV is like my biggest inspiration when it comes to like doing podcasts, and the type of podcast he has with the type of people he has really inspires me, and I want to have that same deal because like you said, I'm a very curious person, and I just love to learn through conversation, and so I learned so much with Cornell in that podcast interview with him, 100%.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah. 2K, baby. Yeah, man. That was awesome. But before we start winding down, let's talk a little bit. Let's update everybody.
We got a lot to update about because of our Around the Blocks.
Yeah.
That all dropped. So we've got almost 3 weeks of updating to do.
Yeah, I know. When you think about it, dude. First of all, thank you to everybody that listened to Around the Block. We're hoping to get more setting up in the near future. That was fun. Don't mind last week's episode with the little botch of the outro being Izzy's botch, Izzy's fucking outro. So when you listen to the Nick Gage episode, once you finish the conversation, the interview, it goes and we talk about as if we're gonna have Izzy next week. When I did, I don't know, man. Whatever, dude.
Hey, you know what? Editing is difficult.
I took it down and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it up, bro. F it. I don't even care, bro. It is what it is, and we're human, bro.
Right.
Like I messed up. Okay, who cares? You still got the interview, didn't you? Right. So there we go. But yeah, we'll definitely have more of those popping up soon. I think we might plan on recording some this weekend over at Focus Pro tomorrow, which is happening. So if you're in the area, Braintree, Mass, tomorrow night, Widowmaker Brewery, Monty Ariez versus Charles Mason,
Welcome to the Black Parade.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so much stuff been happening. So again, thank you guys. If you guys want more of that, please let us know. If you guys want more of this video pod stuff, let us know as well. I have a little more free time now to actually edit these. But yeah, so with all that, right, your boy got TNA Bound for Glory.
That's right.
Yeah, man. And I was so excited about that. Thanks, guys. I was so excited about it, and it was like, and I knew, I was like, all right, I got the first one. I was like, I'm gonna get that second one, and on the second one, I was gonna work hard as hell, you know, because the first time I didn't know what they wanted, I didn't know what's expected, and I was just more observing, and I knew that the second time around, I was gonna go full blown, full ham, and I did. I felt like I did leave a good impression. One of the craziest things that happened there actually was like, I'm there and I'm mopping the floor by the ring right before the show, and Melo is in the building, right? Because Kalani Jordan is one of the TNA champions, so he's in the building, and he kept side eyeing me, right? And I was like, interesting. Mind you, I did message Melo like almost a year ago in regards of like just watching my match, you know, whatever. Because Bud would come to Next Gen and like gas it up, being like, yeah, Melo knows about you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, all right, Bud. And so I message him, and he's like, yeah, send me one of your matches. And then I never heard from him again, right? So I was like, all right, it is what it is, you know. Pretty sure he gets thousands of messages all the time.
Right.
And I'm there, and I'm mopping, and I look over at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, did you work last night? And I was like, you talking to me? Because no bullshit, like, I've never met this guy a day in my life, like, in person, like, and again, there's Nick Nemeth right there, Ali's right there, like, everybody's around, Leon Slater, Javon, they're all, like, building their matches. So I'm thinking he could be looking at somebody behind me, right? So I just stay quiet. I'm like, you asking me? And he's like, yeah. You work APW last night? And I was like, oh, nah, I didn't work APW last night. I actually told Morris about TNA. He told me not to pull up, so I ended up just working Rad Pro. And he was like, oh, all right, yeah. He let me know, like, you know, Amato came back, all this jazz. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. And then, like, just awkwardly went back to, like, mopping. And
Perfect way to do it.
And in my head, like, I'm just fucking flabbergasted. I'm like, Melo knows me. Melo knows who the fuck I am?
Yep.
What? Bud wasn't lying, right? So I was like, for me, that was just such a surreal moment. And then, like, being in the locker room, I had a few, like, I got to go out for the show a few times to help clean up bits for, like, the little hardcore match that they had, the tables match with the Dudleys. And it was so dope because I wasn't sure how many Next Gen guys were there at first. But, like, every time I was running out, whether it was coming out from the stage side or it's, you know, going from the side entrance to where Dark State came out of, like, I'd hear a few yes sirs, you know, money, yes sir. And it was like some of them were like, so this one girl tagged me on Instagram and like, yo, Monty's here. She goes to the Focus Pro shows. And I was like, what? Like, and then John from Stash Club like messaged me too. And he's like, yo, what? You here? And I'm like, damn. So my shit was blowing up on top of all that Next Gen people that were there as well. So it was like such a surreal thing, right? And at the end of the night, I got held up with doing the meet and greets for the Hardys. And which I didn't mind. One of the head guys of the merch, he had to leave early to catch a flight. So he couldn't stay. So I offered to stay and help out with Amanda. And dude, the Hardy line was just ridiculous, bro.
No doubt.
Like, so fucking long. And the craziest part too about that was like at least every 20 people knew me. Out of 20 people going through that line, at least one or two people knew me. And then they start talking to me. And then they start telling other people, and other people are like, what? And then everybody's like, oh man, yo, at least you get an OT. At least you working OT. I say, yeah, right. You know, anyways, and then so we're finishing up and shit, and it's like 2:30 in the morning at this rate, and there's still a good fucking portion of the line, dude. And Jake Painter, who's one of the wrestlers for TNA. He's like the head of the extras. Shout out Jake, man. He like looks at me and he's tired and he's like, yo, switch out your security shirt because everybody's like, at this point the ring's already gone, like getting ready to be out. Everybody's getting ready to be out. And he was like, I just don't want you to get yelled at. And I was like, all right, bet, I got you. So I run out, go switch out. And while I'm coming back into the building, all the other extras are leaving. And I'm like, oh, y'all out? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna run back in. I'm helping out with the Hardy meet and greet still going. They're like, oh, all right, bet. And then it's like 3:30. First of all, it ends at 3:30, right? So it's 3:30 in the fucking morning. And I'm the last extra there with the Hardys, breaking it down. And this couple that went to a couple of the Focus Pro shows, they were like the last few people. They're like, yo, did you get your photo? And a couple fans that would ask me like, yo, at least you got your photo? And I was like, nah, I didn't. Well, why? And I'm like, because I'm here to be in a professional setting.
He's getting his OT in.
Yeah, you know. But like, I'm not here as a fan, right? I'm here to work. So I didn't want to, even if there was a free opportunity, I didn't want to kind of like go that route and ask for a photo or just, whatever. And they just like, fans just kept pressing me about it. And then this couple like, oh, please just do it. And I did tell myself when I left Rhode Island that I was like, man, I was this close to the Hardys, bro, this close. And I didn't give it a shot. I was like, I'm gonna do it. If I get low, I'm gonna do it. And then I still was gonna bitch out of it. And I still would have like kicked myself, right? And I noticed the lady kind of like was talking to Amanda and like points over at me, and I'm like, fuck.
You had no choice at that point.
Right? And Amanda comes up to me and she goes, you have your phone? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're gonna take a photo with the Hardys when we're all done. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, and she's like, she gave me this death stare. She was like, boy. And I was like, take my phone.
Right?
Take my phone. I'm sorry. And it was so dope, man. I looked at them. I said, thank you. I didn't even want to like bother, like trying to get a real conversation. And like Bob was like, yo, you should have told Matt that you're my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably would have popped, dude. Like me and Matt are close. I was like, since when were you going to tell me this?
Right? When was this information known to you?
Like, damn. But I looked at both of them. I just said thank you, and it was so dope, man. Because like I think I had 4 goals this year. It was to debut for Wrestling Open, which I did. Get extra work, which I did twice. Wrestle out of the States this year, so out of New England, which I'm going to do next month, and then meet the Hardys.
Pennsylvania's not in New England. Yeah, you already did.
I didn't know, but I'm talking about like a new state, a state that I haven't wrestled in.
See, I had a little static part right there as well, and I'm just like, huh? Oh no, new.
Yeah,
something that we can pin up on our achievement board.
Yeah, because we like yeah, you're right. Like we've wrestled in Pennsylvania. I think we've wrestled in Jersey as well.
Yep.
But like somewhere that's far. You know what I'm saying? Like even though Jersey and Pennsylvania are like technically not New England, they're still relatively close,
right?
So it's just like, so we're knocking that out. So for me, I had the photo, brought all the shit back. I sent the photo to Jake, and I felt like I gained his respect, showed him that I was really here to work, and I drove out at like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm like, damn, I can't believe what the fuck, dude. Like, this is life, dude. This is life. So it was such a dope experience, man. And like, I truly believe, like, my goal is to get signed. I truly believe my path is to go to TNA, and I want to go to TNA. So TNA, but yeah, it was so fucking crazy. It was so crazy, and I was so grateful. And it was just like, again, it was one of those deals where this time my position was a little different. The first time I was running all the coffees. This time I'm more part of the show, so I'm in the back a little more. And even being in the back with all those superstars, I didn't feel out of place. I felt like I belonged, right? And then something about, like, if you told 10-year-old me that I was gonna be in gorilla position, daring the Dudleys' last match, and then still be in gorilla position with the whole locker room when the Dudleys walk back in from outside out there, and clapping with the whole locker room and experiencing that moment, I was like, damn, that's crazy. I would have never thought in my life that I would even get to be that close, mind you, to be a part of it the way that I was. And that's like, honestly, my favorite memory so far in my career, outside of being eliminated by Super Crazy in Pennsylvania and the ECW home, you know? So, but TNA was so dope, man. And I just, it lit like a whole new fire every time I went. So like even Rhode Island, it lit a whole new fire under me. And this one, Lowell being bound, like that's my hometown, you know? And Bound for Glory being the first technical major promotion that I ever went to when I was a kid. So I think I went to the Bound for Glory in like 07 or 08 in that same arena. So it was like, wow, dude, that's crazy.
That's a full circle moment right there.
Bruh, I was grateful as a mug, bro. I was grateful as a mug, and it was so dope, man. So dope.
And the craziest thing is, again, we haven't been able to update you guys in 3 weeks. That was one day.
Yeah.
That was one day.
Yeah.
This is what we've been doing.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah, and quite honestly, when I think about it, man, like even that opportunity, first of all, wouldn't be possible without, you know, Bob Evans, one of my mentors, but then also like you guys, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, like you guys play a big part. And just me being able to, for somebody else to have confidence in me to go send me to something like that, I couldn't do that by myself. Right, I would need Kid. I needed you guys, because while I'm learning, I'm instilling that, or I'm learning from you guys as well, which is allowing me to apply all that to when I go over there. You know what I'm saying? So like a big part is thank you to you guys, and even just this place, right? Because like my goal here was day one to be the first name to come out of this place to help establish this place. I truly believe Next Gen is a place that is not like many other wrestling schools, and it's a newer school. We've been around for almost 4 years, and which is even crazy to say then, right? But like my goal was to, you know, hey, if you want, if you're asking yourself, why should you sign up at Next Gen? Well, look, Next Gen has their own promotion. Next Gen has produced, hopefully in the future, a TNA superstar, which could lead to many other TNA superstars. And that's always been my goal since day one being here, man. And I just think like it's getting closer and closer to it. And I said it this year too, man. This year was going to be the year of opportunity, right? I preached it last year going into this year, and I kept preaching it this year, and it's been more true. And halfway through this year, I started saying this year was either going to open doors for people to get what they want or what they've been working towards, or set the things up so that going into next year, you have all the tools needed to execute. And I think that's exactly what I've been doing. And I think for the last 6 months ending this year, it's exactly where I said it was going to be, right?
Yeah.
And it's such a weird thing because like, not that I'm tapped in, but like I definitely feel like I have a different understanding or a different grasp on, I guess, like life per se. And it's like my track record speaks, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's been such a hectic year. And I even like, and when you think about the year of opportunity, I said it to everybody here too. And then like, that was way before we thought about NCW.
Dude, that was back in 2024. You was talking about year of opportunity.
Right. So it's just like, it's exactly what I said. And I truly believe it's like that for everybody, not just us here, but like everybody. So like, just a reminder to everybody watching or listening, like there's still time, you know, we got 2 more months, right? So make the most of these 2 months, set your shit up for success so that 2026 is 100% a better fucking year.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Beautiful.
Hell yeah, baby. And just like that, man, our 2-year anniversary of the Neighborhood Pod is coming to a close.
It is. But you know what? We've got other things to look forward to.
100%.
The 3-year anniversary, and of course the 100th episode, where Monty and I will go ahead and do kind of a look back at some of our earlier matches. I know I've got a couple picked out. What's the game plan? Are we each picking out 2 and then maybe a tag?
I think one singles from you, one singles from me, and then we both pick a tag.
All right. You got any ideas as far as?
Nah, I'm gonna save it for the 100th episode.
There we go. It's gonna be
in.
a surprise, a mystery for all y'all. I'm pretty excited about it, but that's the greatest thing about the Neighborhood Pod right now is we still rolling. We're still rolling. From the year of opportunity to what's next year?
The year of execution.
Year of execution. Called it right here, right now.
100%. The year of execution. Thank you guys so much, man. It was definitely a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, any last shout outs? Anything last things y'all want to get off before we start signing off here?
NCW comes to you live in Manchester, New Hampshire, November 14th at the Ballers Association. Get your tickets now on Eventbrite.
I'm putting the QR code right now, right here on screen. Scan the QR code. Get your mother-loving tickets, baby. What you mean?
Right?
And of course, if you want to see the greatest manager and wrestler combo in New England right now, you can check out myself, Big Moves Bill, and the man who has shed blood, sweat, and never a tear, the bleeding edge Jason Vaught there too.
I saw him
What was
cry.
the date again, GK?
The greatest
November
manager.
14th,
November
you turd.
14th in Manchester, New Hampshire. GK, you don't even deserve the microphone. You know what?
don't know when.
You know what?
No one handles a microphone like me, and you know it.
Yeah, of course.
They're just gonna
that's
stay up in
That's
Manchester
right,
this whole
GK.
time.
No one handles a mic like you.
Right?
And of course, you can follow me on social media at Big Moves Bill. You can follow you at Jason Vaught.
Vaunt. I think it's Jason_Vaunt now.
Oh, he thinks. He don't
Yeah,
know.
he doesn't.
What a rookie.
Go and check.
What a rookie.
How do you? Right?
No, you're
He's
right.
searching it up right now, chat.
That's all my shit.
How do you not get your socials?
Because I just changed it. Yeah, it's Jason_Vaunt, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X that I don't use, but it's there.
Well,
Well,
make sure y'all follow these lovely people, guys. And with that being said, kid,
yeah.
drop your plugins.
Well, you can find me on the Instagram, the Facebook, the X/Twitter, ProRezKidV. That is Rez as in wrestling, and on the TikTok as Red_Head_J. Hit 'em up,
You
money.
can find me on the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok. That's Monty Ariez, MANIARIEZ, baby. And on the X/Twitter, it is Aries_Monty with a S. You can follow us, the neighborhood, the number 4, the THA neighborhood on the Instagram, the THE neighborhood on the Facebook, and PW_neighborhood on X/Twitter.
And if you want to hear some great beats like the one that you are hearing right now, all you got to do is go where, money?
DRocksVaultandStudio.myshopify.com and go get yourself some affordable beats from our boy D-Rock, bruh.
And if for some reason you're saying, hey, I'd like these to be even more affordable, go ahead, use our promo code NEIGHBOR20 to save 20% off on your next purchase.
And guess what?
What's that?
You could buy 1 beat, you could buy 2 beats, you could buy 3 beats, you could buy 4 beats, you could buy 5 beats. But guess what? After that 5th beat, you get that 6th one absolutely free.
So get yourself down to DRockVaultandStudio.myshopify.com. Get yourself a beat if you need one, and you get one from D-Rock, our boy.
Use that promo code NEIGHBOR20. Link is in the description down below. So go into this weekend showing a lot of
Love and energy.
and any situation that comes your way, approach it with one motto, 2 goals. That's show up.
And show out.
Yes, sir.